Friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel, The Budgeting Biologist. My name is Brittany. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping on my little old video. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. I do videos on cash stuffing, budgeting, and finance here on my channel. So if you're interested in any of that type of content, please like, comment, and subscribe and stay tuned for the rest of the video. So for today's video, I will be doing my budget with me for March 2022. So if you're interested in that, keep on watching. So can you guys believe how fast March has been going by? It feels like we were just like popping champagne bottles on New Year's Eve, and now March is already here. But let's go ahead and hop into this. So my income this month will be $5,398. That includes my main job and then my teaching job on the side. And then for this month, I will be putting $100 towards my buffer. And then of course, I've already accounted for the $1,265 that I need to take out for taxes. So we're working with $5,398 for March. So let's get started. So rent for me is always $1,403. Actually, I'm gonna move a little bit so it's a little bit easier to write. And I think you guys can see. My internet bill is always $55.89. My cell phone bill is $37.70. And I got a question in one of my previous videos about, you know, how is my cell phone bill so cheap? I have Verizon prepaid and I only get like 15 gigabytes of data a month, which is more than enough for me. So that is why my bill is so cheap. And I also have auto pay. So that brings it down another $5. So only pay $37 for my entire cell phone bill. For Apple, which for me includes Apple Music Student and my iCloud storage, that is $6.28. So these are my fixed expenses that don't change month to month. When we're talking about my variable expenses, these include the rest of these categories. So for household this month, I'm gonna be putting aside $10. Eating out, I think I'm gonna leave at $75. I did okay with $75 last month. I didn't go over, thank goodness, but I only had $2 left. But I still think I'm gonna try to keep it at $75. Gas, I'm going to put $40 towards gas. I'm still experimenting with how much money I need to put aside, given like the higher gas prices and the fact that I am driving a lot more, but I think $40 should be good. Beauty, I need to put aside $50 because I may get some braids this month. I'm not sure yet. Alcohol, I'm gonna put aside $20. And then laundry, I'm gonna do 10. My apartment complex recently installed new laundry machines that cost more than what our previous ones did, but I think 10 should be good for the month. We're gonna see if that's okay and then readjust for April if need be. Groceries, of course, is staying at $175. Once again, I'm able to spend so little on groceries because I shop at Aldi. Guys, what are you waiting for? Shop at Aldi's. Stop going to these expensive grocery stores. If there's one in your area, go to Aldi's or Lidl. I love Lidl too. I'm gonna keep saying it until I convert everybody. Personal, I'm putting aside $70. Date night and going out, I'm gonna leave at $100. And this is just not for date night, this is for going out too. And last month I spent some of the money because I went out with a friend, and I'm gonna be doing the same thing this month. One of my really good friends from graduate school is in the area, so her and I are gonna go out while she's here, and I'm definitely gonna be using some of that money. General spending is gonna stay at $40. Giving is gonna go with $10. And then Nutrafol, which are the hair vitamins that I take, I go back and forth whether or not I need to keep taking them, but I recently got my hair done, and guys, my hair has grown, I mean, tremendously. So I'm gonna keep taking them, and those are $64 a month. So I'm gonna go ahead and add up the amount that I have for my variable expenses, and I'll be right back. So for my variable expenses, that's going to cost $664. So I'm gonna write that down. So we're gonna say variable total 664, and then I need to add up my fixed expenses as well. So for my fixed expenses, that's going to be $1,502.87, but I'm gonna round that to $1,503. So if we combine those two, which is 664 plus $1,503, that means for my fixed and variable expenses, we are going to be setting aside $2,167. So I'm gonna write that over here and circle it. So next thing I want to do is I want to put aside money for my savings. So what I'm going to do is subtract the amount from my variable and fixed expenses from my income. So we have $5,398 minus $2,167, and that leaves us with $3,231 that we can put into sinking funds and savings. So first, let's go to our savings. So if you're new to the channel, I am on a goal to save $30,000 this year in between my personal savings account, my house fund, my retirement fund, and just general investments. So for right now, I'm putting aside $1,000 into my personal savings, another $1,000 into my house fund. And this is basically for saving up for a down payment for a home next year. $500 into my IRAs. And then another $100 into my Robinhood account, which is where I just do, you know, some, how can I say, just some investing on my own. So after I take into account all those savings, that means I have $631 that I can put into my sinking funds, and then even a savings challenge if I have a little bit of money left over. So in total, I'm putting $2,600 to savings, and I have $631 left over to work with for my sinking funds. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to our sinking funds, and they are listed here in green. So for Christmas, I think I'm gonna do $10. It's still pretty early in the year. When it probably gets around to September, I'll bump that up to, I don't know, maybe $50 or $60 a month, but we're only in March, so 10 is just fine. Gifts, I'm gonna be setting aside $50. I have a couple of baby showers coming up. I know I have a wedding this summer. And then of course, Mother's Day, Father's Day, all those good things are coming up. So gifts as an envelope, I always need to keep stocked. Card maintenance, I'm gonna do $20. And then clothes, I'm gonna do, what is that, 30 I think I allotted, which is up from 25. I love spring and summer, y'all. I'm not a big fall and winter person, so when I buy clothes, it's primarily from like April to August, and yeah, so that's my thing. So I want to start putting a little bit more money in my clothes budget. Car insurance is gonna get $88. Sorry guys, I had to run and grab a package, but like I mentioned, car insurance is gonna be getting $88, which means I still have $433 I need to allocate. So electronics is going to be getting $100. I think I mentioned previously in one of my other videos, I did buy a new phone and I need to beef up my electronics envelope before my credit card payment is due at the end of March. Vacation's also going to be getting $100. And then future, as always, will be getting $100. So that is $300 right there, which means we still have $133 left. All right, so medical will be getting $40. Shop Small is going to be getting $10. And then YouTube is going to be getting $20. As soon as I make it to 500 subscribers, I'm gonna be buying the gift for my giveaway using my YouTube money, which means we have $63 left over for this month, which is way more than what I normally have. So I think what I'm gonna do is take that money and then put it towards some of my savings challenges and then my cash emergency envelope. All right, so out of those $63, I think I'm gonna take $30 of that and put it towards my $1,000 savings challenge. My cash emergency, I think I'm gonna take, I don't know, let's do $20 towards my cash emergency fund, which means I will be putting $13 towards my zero out challenge. So the last thing I'm gonna do is total everything up to make sure that we are at zero, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so just to go ahead and finish up my monthly budget, I'm starting off with $5,398 for my total income. When I subtract the amount of money from my variable and fixed expenses, which is $2,167, that leaves me with $3,231. $3,231 minus what I'm putting aside for my savings is $2,600. That leaves me with $631. If I do $631 minus what I'm putting in my sinking fund for $568, that leaves me with $63. From my $63, when I subtract the amount of money that I'm putting towards my $1,000 savings challenge and my cash emergency fund, that leaves me with $13. And then when I go ahead and take into account the $13 for my zero out challenge, that leaves me with a balance of zero. So we have now completed our zero-based budget for the month of March 2022. All right, so with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please consider subscribing to the channel. I am on the road to 500 subscribers, and each and every one of you count. So I appreciate y'all for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.